Hi everyone, this is Cheryl from the YouTube channel Desert Diva. Tonight's New Year's Eve. I hope that wherever you live, that tonight finds you safe and warm and that you have everything you need. I'm celebrating with my once a year martini. However, I thought tonight that we would cook a little special New Year's Eve meal, and I'm planning on making, well, you'll have to come back and see. Tonight, I'm going to make chicken cordon bleu for 2 people. I'm going to eat one this evening, and I have a neighbor next door who's pretty much homebound. She's in her mid-80s, and I'll take her on New Year's Day lunch tomorrow. So, let's get started. Of course, we need 2 chicken breasts. Here's one. And very carefully, what you need to do, there are different ways to do it. You can pound and roll, but that's too much trouble for me. So what I'm going to do is just make a slit in the chicken breast. Not all the way through though. Just large enough so that you can insert the ham and Swiss cheese. So there's one. I'm going to put it back on the plate and do the other one. And if you notice, my knife is sharp again. I have a, I don't know how to pronounce it, Rada, R-A-D-A knife sharpener, and I couldn't find it, and I finally found it. It works great. So let's do the same for the other. I like to start right in the middle and then kind of like work my way through. Just take your time. And if you make a little mistake and you cut too far, you can always fix it with toothpicks. See, I made a little mistake there. So I'll leave that one on the plate. And now we're ready to stuff them. And I found a new thing that I really like at Target. They have the Good and Gather brand deli meats. And I especially like them because they're uncured and they don't have nitrates. So, and they're less expensive. So we're going to use uncured Black Forest ham. This is the way I like to do it. I like to lay the ham out. They're pretty thin slices, so, and hey, it's a holiday dinner, so let's use a couple. Yeah, let's use 3. We have our ham, and then also while I was at Target, I bought this Sargento brand baby Swiss cheese. to use a couple slices. I'm going to cut them. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put ham and cheese, ham. Sometimes you have to play around with it a little bit to get it into the right shape to stuff the turkey. Sorry, not turkey, chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to make this chicken breast, I'm going to open it up just a little bit more. Just have to play around a little bit. And just tuck it in there. I think it helps to use a toothpick. Because you don't want that goodness of the cheese seeping out while it's cooking. And there we go. I'm going to open this one up just a little bit more to make a nice little pocket. That was my oven. I got a new oven this year, and it sings to me. And the song that it just played was, "It's preheated and ready to go." These aren't really toothpicks. They're little bamboo skewers, and I really like them because I use them for cocktails, but they're also good for doing things like this when you're making a recipe. There's number 2. I'm going to move this chopping board away. The next thing you need to do is you need to coat it. And the coating's really, it's super easy. You use panko breadcrumbs. See if I can get this into the camera view. And these are the Albertsons or Safeway brand, as some people have in their locale. And I got the ones with Italian seasoning because I like the little spice. So what you need to do is you need to take an egg. And whisk it. If you have young children or a cooperative husband, this is also a job they can do. And here's the third cup. You need a third cup of panko crumbs. So I'm just going to put them in the bowl. This part's a little dicey. No, it's really not. But sometimes I'm klutzy. So I'm just dipping it. Put it here so I can show you. I'm just dipping it in the egg wash. Turning it over so it's all coated. Then I'm taking it out of the egg wash. And I'm just coating it in the panko crumbs. I'm going to leave that there for a minute because I'm going to do another step before I put it in the pan. You need a baking pan. And you need to thinly coat it with oil. I like to use avocado oil, and I found this handy dandy sprayer on Amazon.com, which I really like. It's just a light spray. Now we're going to put this into the pan. There's one. And the second one's going in the egg wash. I love these little, gee, I forgot what they're called. Clippy doohingies. That's not the name. I bought them at Dollar Tree, and they're wonderful. I bought some for home, and I bought some for my RV. Tongs. Okay, there's the second one in the egg wash. And I'm just going to coat it in the panko crumbs. If I have leftover egg, it's just a little. I usually just put it into a microwave container and I microwave it and I give it to my Maltipoo Luna. Because eggs are good for dogs. I feed her eggs sometimes. It's just a little bit, and there were 7 kids in my family. So I don't like to waste things. You know, I feel like I need just a splash more of panko crumbs. There we go. You can't see her, but Luna's right here beside my feet. Hope springs eternal. She always hopes that I'll spill something on the floor. For a Scooby snack. Okay, that looks better to me. Okay, there we go. They're all ready. I like to put a little spritz on top because I just don't like things to get dry. So that should be fine. And there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cover this with a piece of foil, aluminum foil, and we're going to bake it to 25 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees. And then, using a meat thermometer, I'll check the temperature to see if they're almost done. And then I'll take the foil off, and for about the last 5 or 10 minutes, I'll brown them. So, here we go. See you in a few. Hey, my friends, welcome back. Well, chicken is going to be really good, but you have to have something to go with it. So I'm going to make some roasted red potatoes in the air fryer. Okay, dinner's ready. Let's see how it looks. Looks pretty yummy to me. I hope you like this recipe, and I hope you'll try it soon. The cooking's all done for this evening. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me and Luna. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.